What's poppin', everybody? It's Tony Online. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. Got a question. Are all Pisces women cuckoo? TBH, when someone tells me that they're a Pisces, I automatically think cuckoo, cuckoo, drug addict, bisexual, and like not here. Yeah, are all Pisces like cuckoo? After this story time, you finna see why I think that Pisces are cuckoo because honestly, y'all, like I know so many Pisces, and I've grown up with so many Pisces. Like my mom's a Pisces, my stepmom's a Pisces, my baby sister's a Pisces, my stepdad's a Pisces. One time I linked up with this Pisces female a couple of times. Trigger warning: there's going to be some adult themes being discussed in this video. Yeah, so I feel like I'm in a point in my life where I can talk about this now. Like I said, like I'll always say, the story times I could talk about that's happening right now, y'all not ready for. Trust me. So one time, and this is why I don't really link up with people off the internet no more, unless like I know you're solid, you know someone that I know in real life, like you're someone that the people I funk with in real life could advocate for and say you're not a weirdo. I'm not really saying this girl is a weirdo, but it's just given like Pisces. Like, so I linked up with this girl. She was a Pisces. I knew her from this app called Clubhouse. We were in this room, and like I don't know if you know, but Clubhouse is like this crazy troll app where like they expose people, they dox people. Like Clubhouse is just like one of the most toxic apps filled with like so many crazy toxic people. Go figure. So this girl, she's a Pisces. She's like, oh, I think you're cute. I want to link up with you. I'll be in LA. I kind of want to get back in the scene in LA. Let's link up. Let's party. Me, I'm always here for a good time. She was talking about she was gonna get me and Draco the Ruler's party for free. Free Draco the Ruler party. I'm in. Count me in. You hear me? R.I.P. Draco. Um. So like the saying goes, an enemy of my enemy is a friend of mine. We have mutual enemies, meta ops. I wouldn't even consider them enemies. I will consider them social media weirdos who troll entirely too much and don't understand that like catch you outside is up and it's stuck type shit. This is like, anyways. So like basically like this person is from San Diego. This person drove down to LA from San Diego. I guess this person was on the scene before I met this person. And so we meet. This person books a hotel at Boulevard, like the hotel in LA in Hollywood. I don't know if they closed it down. Last time I drove past Boulevard, it was like hella under construction. I don't know if they were building it or tearing it down. So boom, I've linked with Shorty, and immediately I'm like, okay, wow, like she looks so much different in person. Like angles for sure was angling, but whatever. She wasn't absolutely like hideous, but like she like weighed a lot more in person. So immediately like she she bear hugs me and picks me up. Mind you, she kind of big in person. She kind of husky in person. She bear hugs like a normal female. When I link with females, most females are like feminine or like cutesy and shit. They don't bear hug me and pick me up type shit. So I'm like, okay, type shit. So she linked. It was another girl with her. This girl was a prostitute. Like allegedly, this girl was like doing the girl that came with her was a 304 who was doing in calls at the Boulevard periodically throughout the day, trying to hustle up some chili for tonight's function type shit. So we just chopping it up like yada yada yada. Like, f these meta ops, they weirdo. If we ever see them in person, it's up and it's stuck. Da 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 da. Just getting to know each other. This is like the prelude before the crazy shit. This night was kind of crazy, but it wasn't as crazy as when I linked up with this person a second time. I gotta stop linking up with people after they showed me that they crazy the first time. Honestly, I just think that I like crazy. I do. I like crazy. Um. So yeah, she pulls out the Lindsay Lohan. You feel me? The Lindsay Lohan, the Hennessy. You feel me? Nose is sniffling, shots is being taken. We just chopping it up, popping it because she actually high key is a vibe. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Pisces, but y'all is just crazy, bisexual, and drug addicts, and it's okay with Tone. Tone don't judge nobody. This is a female, by the way. I'm just saying. When I think about Pisces, that's what I think about. Boom. So, you feel me? We link up. We get the 304. Um, the 304 was like actually like kind of modest. Like, oh, I don't want to, partake in that. I don't really want to party because I don't know what it'll do to me. I don't know if it'll make my mind flip. Da 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 da. So she was like, Dee Dee. Boom. So mind you, the Pisces shorty was like, we linked because she said she was gonna get me in the Dribble the Rule party for free type shit, and it was like a $50 cover. And who the fuck? I'm not paying no $50 cover to get in any LA party, especially if I can get in for free. So we get there and like we skip the line and like this like party promoter that I know that she knows is like I guess because the 304 was with us, he kind of was like, we can't get in free no more. But and this is why high key I have like this love hate relationship with Pisces. Pisces shorty's like, oh, I'm like, oh, because I'm not finna pay $50 to get into this party. I'll go the fuck home. I'm from LA. I live here, so it's another LA party. I gotta go up. I gotta get up and go to work tomorrow anyway. So this is gonna be a story time. So we basically finessed the 304 into paying for our tickets, and like I'm hella faded. I'm so like high, and like honestly, like the Draco the Ruler party, it was lit, but like it was kind of turned down because they had strippers and like these strippers were lit. Like I'm tipping the strippers. These strippers got plugs where you feel me, the sun don't usually shine, but it's a whole bunch of dudes like standing around, not even tipping her. It's like TD. I'm like, okay, like whatever. So boom, the Draco the Ruler party or show, whatever you want to call it. It was, it was a show. It was like another, regular shit. So um, when we get back to the room, this is where the shit kind of gets like, hello. So mind you, it's already hella like high key cold because like I think it was like September, October, and it was at night, and like 60-degree weather is cold to me, like extremely cold to me. So I'm already cold as fuck. We outside the boulevard, and this photographer comes that she knows, I guess, from you know, and she basically was like trying to do some content, like some explicit adult content. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. Like, I have a reputation to uphold. I can't just do porn with you. I'm sorry. I just, maybe another time. So the photographer was like, oh, like, I want to record y'all screwing you, her, and the 304. And I'm just like, how am I going to get out this situation? I forgot how I got out this situation, but I did. I think my excuse, I forgot what my excuse was, but it was one good of a fucking excuse. Boom. So the first time we linked up, it was cool. It was like she was kind of cuckoo and, you know, Mickey. So it wasn't that big of a red flag compared to the red flags I've had with other people in the past. She wasn't like weird in a sense where I felt uncomfortable or I felt like she was on some backdoorism. I didn't feel like that. I just felt like, you know, not every girl I meet is doing cocaine the first time we link up and, wanting to do porn unexpectedly. So, boom. The second time, I don't know how many times we linked up. We linked up one time in LA, and I think the last time we linked up was in Dago. Yeah, last time we linked up was in Dago. So we were supposed, well, we linked up, but like the plan was to do roomies, and I really don't even remember the plan. I think it was kind of like we were just going with the flow, but we already had plots plotted up type beat. So we link up and wait no, I go to my plug and cop some roomies, and like she's on the phone, and the plug is like he knows her as well, and she's like, oh my god, like can you invite him, can he come, can he just get in your car and you drive to Dago, da 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 da. The plug's like, I don't want to go because when I do roomies I get very antisocial and shy, and I just don't think it was a vibe. Mind you, this girl is like real like a crackhead in a sense where like she's like high energy all over the place, like da 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 da. So I drive to Dago and drive to Dago. I go to her. She lives with her parents, which I thought was kind of like tea. Like I don't judge anyone who lives with their parents, but if you live with your parents and you work a $16 an hour job in LA and you drive a nice AMG Benz, where are the priorities? So boom. I'm sitting in the passenger seat in her AMG Benz, and she goes inside her parents' house, and the door is open, and like this guy, this older guy, he drives by. He's like, "Oh, what you doing? You need to close that door." And immediately, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "Who the fuck you talking to?" And I turn to him, and I'm like, "Huh?" Like you can tell him with the shits. Dude starts laughing. He's like, "Oh, I'm her father. Like, I like you. I like the way you reacted. You wasn't finna go for that." Mind you, like we already like before she went inside and before her dad, like whatever. We grinded up a whole bunch of roomies, and we put it in a calypso, like some lemonade, and shake it up and drink it. Mind you, by the time she gets back, like I'm high key like peeking, but she's already like full blown tripping, like out her body. Like she's like, oh, I'm really feeling these roofies. Like I'm hella faded. Like da 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 da. She started tweaking, like tweaking. So, anyways, we drive down to. Was this the same night? This was one hell of a night. Um, Mind you, all like I didn't. She wanted to go out to like a party or some shit. I didn't. I wasn't expecting to go to a party. Mind you, I'm wearing a hoodie, some gray pants, and like some gray sweatpants, and like I forgot the shoes I was wearing, but I was not in attire to go out. I was high key hoping like she was just like like something happened where like we didn't go out, which was the case. Instead, we went to like downtown Dago. I don't know where we went, but she picked up some Molly from her plug. Mind you, she's already on room. She just popped a Molly, and then when we get down to like this beach in Daco, she's playing with her nose. I'm like, oh, you really are a crackhead, huh? Count me in. I didn't do the Molly because that's just extras. Like you don't even know what's in this. Like you could be dead. It could be laced with blues or something. So I say hi to Lindsay Lohan, Paris Hilton, and Roomies, and then we go to the bonfire. It's like some people outside. She's like, this is when shit gets kind of real. She's like, I want to have your baby. Like, you're so gorgeous. Like, I want to marry. Let's get married tonight. Vegas is like, right. And mind you, I'm hella faded. Like, anything could go down. So she like grabs my hand and we walk down to like this bonfire with these people. She's like, hi, like she's just friendly hi to everyone. I'm like, okay. She's like, yeah, like we're starting a cult. If you guys want to join our cult, let us know. And like she's passing out Lindsay Lohan. They're just playing with Lindsay Lohan. I'm just like, yeah, I don't even know. Anyway, so boom. This is where I kind of like felt. This is where I kind of got turned off. Like the vibe was cool. It was just giving Pisces, like crazy, drug addict, flirty, just lover girl type beat. So she calls this guy from the stink team, and I didn't know he was like, you know, like he had like crutches because he got shot. So she basically, I already knew what was gonna go down. I already knew, like, she was like, "Oh, can we should go to this person's house. He has a girl there." And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, it sounds like you're trying to have a. If it was me, her, the distinct team guy, and the girl would have been forcing. In my head, I'm like, ain't no you trying to go see. Like, it's given like you trying to go have a foursome. I don't want to have a foursome with a guy who allegedly had relations with a female who had herpes. It's automatically a no for me because I'm not sleeping with no one who has any type of herpes allegations and anybody. Like, no. In my head, I'm like, mind you, like before we got there, like she's kissing on me, like forcing me to kiss her. Like my mood is already blown because I'm ready to go. I'm high key already ready to go home, and my boo thing in LA was hitting me up, but I couldn't. Like my phone wasn't working. There was some weird crazyism going on. So in my head, I'm like, ain't no you trying to go like you dead. Basically, like I know you finna stay there because you trying to have a foursome with me again. Like just you just offer up my body, like you didn't even ask, because I'm already know what's going down. So mind you, she's faded, like she's off Molly, she's off Lindsay Lohan, she's off the Roomies, and she's off Lindsay Lohan. So we get there and like we get to the dude's house, and he's like, "Oh, drive me to this girl house because I don't know, it was just kind of already blown. I wanted to go home. I really wanted to go home. I was sleepy, I was tired. My car was parked at her house. I was in her car, and so um basically she was just like tweaking and like the girl it was a girl there and like the reason why I was kind of like irritated is because I didn't have my car. I didn't have the option to just get up and go home because we were in her car and she didn't even like include she was just so high. She was in that like crackhead mode where like she doesn't care about no one else's anything. So she's texting me like, "Oh, can you get the foursome started?" I'm like, "Get the foursome started." I'm like, you get the foursome started. You the one I want to screw everyone. You the horny one. You take your clothes off. So shorty, it's a girl that I don't even know her name. She just started laying on the bed, doing things that that's on OnlyFans, and I'm looking at her like, "You're not going to get it cracking." Boom. So to make a long story short, it was just a situation where like she was in a bathroom with the other guy the entire time, and I was just irritated because I'm like, I want to go home. Like I already knew you was gonna try to like. It was no you just trying to hang out and see where the night goes. You already knew you was trying to have a foursome. You already knew you was gonna stay there the entire night. And you already knew I wasn't finna go home. So why'd you try to? Why'd you even give me an option? I was blown, my nigga. What I did was I slept in her car until the next morning, irritated as hell. I'm like, she recording me. I'm like, in the backseat, like, type shit. Get in my car, drive back to LA. Ain't talked to her since. So I'll raise the question. Because I've linked with many other Pisces women after this. And y'all kind of got the same little thing going on. Like, sex addict, drug addict, bisexual, and fucking cuckoo. So, again, are all Pisces women crazy? Let me know. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, share, follow me on all my other social medias, all that.